What's up guys, it's Widgeon TV here. Today I have another great video. I'm going to be giving you my top 5 fighting arenas. Basically, I'm going to be giving you my top 5 places that I like to fight. Now obviously this is kind of a random topic, but I think this is really fun to talk about. So before this video even starts, I want to encourage everybody to, at the end of the video, leave your comments and tell me what you think of my list. Because I think this list would vary widely with what kind of weapon you're using. Like a bow user will like something different than a hammer user. And I guess now is a good time to let you know that this video is coming from a great sword user. But anyway, let's jump into my top 5 and then we can talk about this more later in the video. Alright, first battle arena on this list at number 5 is this area right here. I know this place as the first place that I encounter Negigante. Now this area ticks quite a few boxes, some more important than the others, but the important ones are a lot of slide capabilities and a lot of airborne attack potential. Each one of these spires is a pinnacle to a small hill, and a really cool thing about these pinnacles is that you can run and jump off of them, making it really easy to mount Negigante in this area. But if you're not into wall running, then each one of these hills gives a great opportunity to do slide attacks, and slide attacks are one of my favorite things to do in Monster Hunter. And the last thing that I like about this area is how awesome it looks. I mean, just look around, this place is stunning to look at, and a great place for a great duel. Alright, next up on this list at number 4, this battle arena is the first place that you run into Palumu, and man does this area give you a lot of versatility. The first thing and the most obvious thing about this area is on the lower level there is a huge slope. And obviously this can be used for the sliding attacks that I talked about earlier, and because there is so much slope here, it is really easy to pull these attacks off. But this area gives you more than just a slope. When standing on the slope and you look up, there's quite a few of these beetles dotted around the trees. You can use these beetles to execute aerial attacks, but obviously you can use them to get to the higher level also. These beetles are hugely versatile and are a great addition to any area. And the final thing that I like about this area is this huge cliff. This one's more for fun, but you can definitely land a few devastating hits while jumping off this cliff. There are a few other small things, like this pile of slinger ammo right here, and the availability of scatter nuts. All of these things put together really round out this area. Alright, next up at number 3 is going to be Diablo's upstairs. This area in the Wildspire Waste is directly above Diablo's den. Now this area offers a ton of variety and one special surprise. Now this area obviously has a bunch of great hills in it, and like I said before, I really like hills. But on top of that, this area introduces one new thing that the previous maps didn't have, and that is a small shelf. Now small shelves are really useful for greatsword users, and I'm guessing every other kind of melee weapon. They're another way to get off a bunch of damage or mount the monster. And the last part about this area that I really like is this gigantic pitfall trap. If the conditions are correct, you can make Diablos jump through the ground, causing a huge landslide that will suck anything near it down in the hole. This is a bunch of fun to activate, but like I said, it's kind of hard. If you want to know how to activate it, let me know in the comments and I'll help you out. But anyway, all of these things put together make this map a ton of fun to play on, and more importantly, make it really easy to fight monsters. Alright, next up at number 2 on my list is the actual arena. Now it was obvious to me that I needed to put this in the list, because honestly I think this is the most well-rounded arena in the game, and if you can't beat a monster in this area, then you probably can't beat it anywhere. It has a plethora of wall running opportunities, along with ledges to jump off of, and all sorts of semi-usable equipment around the arena. But I do think that the rock trap and the Dragonator are extremely useful, and with a little bit of coordination with your team, or a little bit of luck if you're playing alone, then you can do some crazy damage with these two traps. Those two things, along with just being a big open area free of clutter, is the reason that this gets my number 2 spot. Alright, so now let's move on to number 1. Now, this one was rather obvious to me. This has been one of my favorite areas since I started the game. It is the rocky slope really far west in the ancient forest. Now, this area I think has everything, and very importantly, it is a ton of fun to fight in. It's obviously got this huge slope to slide down. It's got beetles. It's got big cliffs to jump down on monsters. It's got paratoads. This place has everything that I want in an arena. You can find a few monsters coming to this area like Great Jagras and Anjanath, but for the most part this is an Anjanath area, and I think it's a shame how little you come down here. It seems like early in the game you come down here all the time, and in the second half of the game it seems like you hardly ever come here. But that doesn't keep this place from becoming great, and that's why this is number 1 on my list for my favorite area. Okay, so now that we got my list out of the way, I really want to hear from all of you guys, especially from the people using ranged weapons. What makes a great area for you guys? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you think I missed a good arena, let me know also. Alright, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe. It really helps out my small channel. Also, consider following me on Twitter. It's the best place for me to keep in contact with you guys. But anyway, this has been Widgeon TV. Thanks for watching, guys.